Girard Sports Live.
This time no good. Rebound Muya. Trojans have a 4-on nobody. Caleb Muya. He'll slam it down with authority to get the Trojans 5:51-51. 4:26 to go here in this ball game. That's a way to put an exclamation point on a 10-0 run to start the fourth quarter for the Trojans.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Crawcan Telephone, your community technology partner. Also by Ag Choice of Hepler, American Family Insurance Jenny Collins Agency, Bender on 7, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Bumper to Bumper, Call Service, Chicken Annie's Girard, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Farm Bureau Financial Services, G&W Foods, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, Jagged Edge, Canar Eye Care, Kim Kravitz Photo, Laird Ceramics, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drugstore, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Paoni Dental, The Producers Co-op Agronomy Center, Farmers Insurance, Leah Smith Agency, GN Bank, The Market 120, and The Producers Co-op Farm Store.
That's a shot of a guy whose legs are almost gone, but have a few seconds left in him. Trey White from way downtown. Carter Doherty the rebound. Caleb Muya holding, and the Girard Trojans are going to win this one, and they're going to go back, this time to the 3A state tournament in Hutchinson.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hutchinson, Kansas, the Hutchinson Sports Arena, the side of this 2019 3A state tournament. The Girard Trojans making the trip to Hutchinson to take on the Kingman Eagles. BJ Harris along with you, alongside me, Dale Sharon, as we settle in for the nightcap here tonight. 3 games are in the books here in 3A. This is the 4th as we set the semifinals for tomorrow's action. And the Girard Trojans just taking the floor here, getting ready for this matchup. The Trojan men, of course, coming off a sub-state victory there at Caney Valley last weekend. Trojans are 19-3. They're the number 4 seed in this tournament. Trojans knocked off Riverton in round 1, beat Caney Valley down 10 going into the fourth quarter, outscored them 25-4 in the fourth quarter to win at 66-55, and then a dogfight against Baxter Springs to advance to this Class 3A state tournament. Their opponent tonight, the Kingman Eagles, 17-5 on the season. They're the number 5 seed. They're led by number 31, Logan Bueller. He had 28 against Wichita Collegiate. This is a team that's a cardiac kids, the Kingman Eagles. They advanced with a 5-point victory in the first round game over Chaparral, and then won in overtime by 2 against Belle Plaine in the semifinals, won in overtime by 3 against Wichita Collegiate. I can tell you one of 2 things, depending on if you're a pessimist or an optimist. They are a team that knows how to play in a tight ball game and can win it, or they're a team that allows teams to play closely, and perhaps that might bite them here in this state tournament. For Kingman, this is the first time to the state tournament since 2004. As for the Trojans, they are back in the state tournament since they were here in 2016, finished with a 4th place finish in that one after losing to Wichita Collegiate in the semifinals. But the Trojans, no strangers to the state tournament. 3rd venue since they came back in 2006, 2007 season. 8th trip all time, 7th since 2007, and the 5th time under head coach Rod Wescott. The Trojans are led right now by Caleb Muya, who had a phenomenal sub-state tournament. Averaged just over 30 points a game, nearly 10 rebounds per ball game in that one, and shot the ball well, 62% from the field. Shot it even better from the free throw line. A phenomenal effort from the senior, as he will be a critical part of the Trojans' hopes to win a 3A state title. Plenty to talk about here on the pregame show. Up next, we're going to hear from the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Wescott, as the Trojan men get ready to take on the Kingman Eagles. This is the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show here on Girard Sports Live. Community National Bank and Trust, serving the Girard area for over 30 years. Stop in soon and pick up a very own Girard Trojan instant issue mascot debit card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. And, of course, Girard Sports Live is presented by Croc-In, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Croc-In has to offer at ckt.net. Good contingent of fans here to root on the Trojans. I know a huge contingent of fans back home, and we appreciate you joining us here on this Thursday night. We're back in 2 minutes as we hear from the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Wescott, on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about My Mobile Money and mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
Croc-In Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Good luck, Trojans, from your friends at Croc-In. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
Welcome back to the pregame show here on Girard Sports Live. BJ Harris along with you as we get set for this Class 3A state tournament first-round ball game as Girard Trojans get ready to take on the Kingman Eagles. Get ready to talk to the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Wescott. His interview is brought to you by Farmers Bank. Farmers Bank is proud to have served Southeast Kansas for more than 100 years with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and soon with a new location coming to Girard. Farmers Bank, member FDIC.
Coach, that all sounds pretty good when you start talking about state tournament action, and it certainly wasn't an easy way to get here as you go through that Caney Valley sub-state and have to take on the host team in Caney Valley in the semifinals, and then a team that had beaten you one other time this season in Baxter Springs, a really good team, a top team in Class 3A, as you kind of had a chance to digest that sub-state. I know you're fully focused on state, but digest that sub-state just a little bit and what it meant for you guys and what it took really to win that tournament.
Yeah, it was a battle, and we knew it would be when they come out. Oh, what was that? Way back in January, we knew that it was going to be pretty tough to get through. But just excited for the kids. They knew what was at stake and just kind of had that mentality that didn't want to be denied. So just real happy for them, and looking forward to this week and this weekend.
Well, it certainly helps to have a guy like Caleb Muya on your side. Obviously, he elevated his game pretty significantly in that sub-state tournament. Went back and looked at the numbers, averaging 30 points a game and almost 10 rebounds a game in those 3 games at sub-state. Just talk about that performance briefly and kind of what it meant for him to be able to just find another level to play at.
I've had lots of people say that, this week, and he's definitely something else. And when he comes to play, you better look out because he's almost unstoppable at our level at times. And for me to say that about a kid, that's a pretty big compliment because I'm kind of a defensive guy, and I feel like you don't be able to shut anybody down. And he ticks me off in practice because we can't shut him down at times. So it's a lot of fun to have him. Obviously, he put us on his shoulders when he needed to the other night and had a big game. Probably other guys too. they really stepped up. Dylan hit some big shots. Ryder hit some big shots. Zane come in, hit a big three late there. Gabe Moody give us some good minutes off the bench. And of course, Evan and Carter, they do what they do. And, they were in some foul trouble, but we were able to hang on and survive. And, hopefully we've learned some things from that game. So it's a learning process, and, hopefully we can take those things we've learned throughout the season and apply them this week and come out on top. That's the whole plan anyway.
Certainly it is. Okay, we'll turn the corner. I know you want to so bad towards this state tournament. Obviously, this is a bit of a thing that takes a little bit of experience. And thankfully, since you've come on board here at Girard, we've had some good success going to the state tournament. Before you talk about Kingman, how important is it to have some of that experience of just going out there, being in that environment, and being able to prepare the way you have to play in a state tournament?
There's a lot that goes into this week that people probably don't realize, just with hotels, gym assignments, things like that. Where are you going to practice that when you're out there? Preparing for games is probably the most important, but, there's a lot of other things that go on with it. And, it's a busy week, and I know that the first time that I made it as a coach, I was overwhelmed. It's one of those things that now you can pull up on the computer and you can look at what you did the last time, and you can kind of critique things and see what you need to do different. And obviously, the more you get to do something, the better you're going to be at it. So we feel like we've had some opportunities to be out there and kind of know what to expect. So our kids, this group of guys, they got to go as freshmen. We took as many as we could out there as freshmen. So they've seen not this venue, but they've seen the experience and know what to expect. I know growing up as kids, they were able to go out and watch several of our teams play over the years. So I had JD just text me last night, and he sent me some pictures from his senior year. He said, "I can't believe it's been 10 years."
10 years, yeah.
And yeah, it has been. So, it goes by quick, but kids make some memories that they'll never forget, and that's a big part of it. We're hoping that we can make some real good ones here this weekend.
Well, it's going to take a good game against a good team. They all are good at this point. They've all won their sub-state tournaments, and at this 3A level, get a chance to see some teams maybe we don't see that often since you moved down, and or they got rid of the 4A2, however you want to look at it. This Kingman team, a similar record. What do they look like, and what's it going to take to win this first-round game and move on?
Wow, well, I tell you, the sub-state they come out of was something else as well. They ended up having to beat Collegiate, which, believe it or not, was an 8 seed in that sub-state.
Right.
But we're pretty familiar with Collegiate here from a few years ago and just the success they've had. So they're very battle-tested like us. We were talking earlier, and I think you made a pretty good analogy that they remind you a little bit of an Anderson County team, but they've got a big kid that's pretty tough inside as well. So we definitely got our hands full. At the same time, we know if we go play our game, we're going to give ourselves a good shot and hopefully be right there in the end.
All right. Well, it should be a lot of fun as always, and hopefully we get this win and move on into the second round. Coach, we appreciate your time as always, and good luck tonight against Kingman.
All right. Thanks, BJ.
Head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Wescott, joining us here on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. We'll step away, take a quick break. Still to come, we've got your keys to game, starting lineups, and the opening tip-off from the first round of the Class 3A state tournament in Hutchinson tonight here on Girard Sports Live.
The best place for your pregame or postgame meal is Bender on 7. The Bender has quickly become Girard's favorite restaurant with incredible specials like the famous Taco Tuesdays, 3 tacos for $1. Wednesdays, try the adult grilled cheese. Thursdays is chili dog day. And of course, Friday, game day, is steak tips after 5. Grab a friend, grab a drink, and grab a seat at the Bender on 7, where they're streaming Girard Sports Live right now. Bender on 7. Order now. 620-724-4860.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
It may be cold outside, but you can stay warm and cozy inside with help from D-Row Commodity. Replace your flooring today with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. We have a great selection of furniture, including mattresses and sofa sets. And if you need a recliner, this is the place to be. Now is a great time to shop at D-Row Commodity Flooring and Furniture, with stores in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
Trojan men making their way back into the locker room one final time before they come out here and do all the pomp and circumstance that comes along with playing in the state tournament. As the Girard Trojans, the number 4 seed, get ready to take on the number 5 seed at Kingman Eagles. BJ Harris, Dale Sherman along with you. Let's take a look at our shot of the game brought to you by Kim Kravitz Photo. Kim Kravitz Photo is a boutique photography studio specializing in high school, senior pictures, and sports photography. Let Kim capture your memories. Learn more at kimkravitzphoto.com. Or give Kim a call at 620-704-7474. And this is from the other night. I used it in that championship game, and maybe just a little bit of superstition. I'll use it again here tonight. And you made the comment to me, Dale, we've watched the tail end of the first game today, and then we've seen the other 2 games that have been played today. I haven't seen anybody dunk.
We haven't seen anybody dunk. And we've seen some tall kids, some 6'7", 6'4", a couple 6'5s in there, but we haven't seen anybody yet rise up like we have a young man that can do it on our team.
Nobody's tested that Spalding riser there in the backboard of this venue here. Again, we're at the Hutchinson Sports Arena, newly renovated. This is the home of the NJCAA, the Junior College Basketball Championship, and so the Trojans, so look at that Spalding. We should have got a sponsorship there. But Trojan Student Section Band as well. Should be a lot of fun. Take a look at our area matchups brought to you by Bumper to Bumper of Girard, formerly Brenham Auto Parts. Bumper to Bumper has been serving the Girard area since 1935. Come in and talk with Willie if you're in the need for belts, Bosch brake pads, Wicks filters, time bearings, and so much more. Bumper to Bumper, 101 East Prairie Street in Girard. And earlier tonight already here in this Class 4A tournament, or 3A tournament rather, Perry LeCompton did advance, knocking off Larned, the 3 seed versus 6 seed. 3 seed wins that one by 1 point. It was not that close, and then it was close. It was an 11-point game with about a minute to play, and then all of a sudden it was a 1-point game, and Larned had a chance at it. Beloit Trojans, boy, they look good. That is a really good team, 23-1 now on the season. They rolled Eureka earlier, 60-36, and then just a moment ago, Thomas More Prep, the number 8 seed. This tells you that seeding doesn't really matter. The number 8 seeded Thomas More Prep team that was 13-11 just knocked off Mar Hill, that was 22-0. And did it pretty soundly. They led most of that ball game. It was close at halftime, but they won at 73-51. Other Southeast Kansas team, Pittsburgh High, did fall today earlier in their chance for a 5A tournament as they lost to Andover Central 78-61. Colgan Panthers did advance yesterday as they will play tomorrow night at 4:45 as they beat McLaughlin tonight with 48-41. Those are your area matchups brought to you by Bumper to Bumper. Keys to the game brought to you by Bender on 7. The key to satisfying your appetite is a stop at the Bender on 7. The Bender has quickly become a Girard favorite with great daily specials. Thursdays, we wrote that down.
Chili dog
on Thursdays. Hopefully there's a good crowd there. Hey, everybody watching at the Bender, dine in or call for a pickup at 620-724-4860. And I think Coach told me, just don't let it be too big. Don't let the moment be too big.
I think the keys in this game is to come out. You're going to have to shake off some nerves. None of these kids have played in a state tournament, but we also just got through with a sub-state that was really tough, and we played really well both games there at the end. And I think we come out, we shake off the nerves, back and forth a couple times, and then we'll play some ball.
I go back to, I'm thinking of where we were going into the fourth quarter a week ago tomorrow. just thinking, well, spring sports season. Down by 10 going to the fourth quarter against Caney Valley. And now where we sit here today, Class 3A state tournament. And I'm here to tell you, folks, and I'm looking through this whole thing in crimson-colored glasses, this tournament's up for the picking right now. The number 1 seed just got knocked off, and there is a chance in this one. The Kingman Eagles stand in the way of the Girard Trojans. Kingman not too far away, just straight south of us, basically. And so they brought a good contingent here as well. They're also on our near side. Trojan fans across the way on the far side. We'll step away, take another quick break. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups. Opening tip-off is coming up soon here on your home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports Live.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number 1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center's bariatric program has made extraordinary changes to many people's lives.
I am no longer living the life on the sideline watching everybody else enjoy those things I want to do. I am doing those things now. I am doing things that I only dreamed of doing for the longest time. I'm truly living the life I've always wanted.
Call to learn more. Girard Medical Center, caring for our community one patient at a time.
G&W Foods is the one-stop shop for everything you need to feed the family. With a great selection of quality, fresh, and delicious foods, you're sure to find something to satisfy every appetite. With friendly and knowledgeable staff, the folks at G&W Foods can help you find what you need so you can get in, get out, and on your way with your day. Plus, don't forget G&W Foods for the great daily lunch specials. Open 7 days a week. Check out their weekly Facebook-only specials. The G&W Foods family super wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Back in here, good look at the Trojan men getting ready to be introduced here. They will introduce everybody who made the trip, managers, and they bring other guys who aren't going to be available to play tonight but can suit out or be on the bench rather, and then assistant coaches as well as they'll go through that. But we won't do that much in depth, but we will have our starting lineups. Starting lineups brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, we hope, but nowhere near the level of style that you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Eva Vietti will have you looking your very best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. First up for the Kingman Eagles. Again, 17-5 on the season, the number 5 seed. They were the number 2 seed, I believe, in their sub-state, and able to advance into this state tournament. It'll be led by 00 Tegan Flanagan, a 5'9" senior. Number 10, Tanner Albright, a 6-foot senior. Number 21, Peyton Price, a 6'5" junior. Number 31, Logan Bueller, a 5'11" senior. And number 33, Robert Pierce, a 5'11" senior. The Eagles are coached by Kyle Craig. Getting ready for this one. The Girard Trojans be number 4, Ryder Worrell, 5'11" junior. Averages 10.1 points per ball game. 81% free throw shooter as well. Caleb Muya, 6'3" senior, averaging 24.2 points per ball game. I mentioned his phenomenal sub-state tournament a moment ago. Number 12, Dylan Collins, a 6'1" senior, averaging 6.2 points per ball game. Number 50, Evan Troike, a 5'11" senior, averaging 7.6 points per ball game. And number 55, Carter Doherty, a 6'5" senior, averaging 8.1 points per contest. Head coach of the Girard Trojan is Rod Wescott. We'll take one final timeout. We'll come back and have your opening tip-off. When we return, you're watching the Girard High School Trojans in your Class 3A state tournament from Hutchinson on Girard Sports Live.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athlete.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time the last person hears it. In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It cannot be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and print, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You. Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 170,000 participants here in Kansas who take part in high school sports or activities.
Here we go, folks. Class 3A state tournament here in this beautiful arena. The Trojans, I mentioned, have been back to the state tournament. They've been there 8 times. This is the 3rd venue. Played in Salina the first time we came out there. We've been in Emporia the last few years, and now here in Hutchinson. Opening tip-off is always brought to you by our friends at Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Larrett Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying. Get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or sign up for classes. Larrett Ceramics, 620-724-8442. Caleb Mulia going to meet at center court to leap it against number 21. This could be a pretty good matchup between these two. Peyton Price, slightly taller at 6'5". And Caleb Mulia. Trojans, the home team, is the higher seed in their whites. Opening tip going to be won by the Trojans. They move from left to right. We are underway in this Class 3A state tournament. Off left side for Mulia, left corner for Troike. Matched up there against Flanagan. Here's a 3 by Ryder World, just off the mark. And rebound pulled out of there by Price. First offensive possession here for the Eagles. Bueller hands off for Flanagan. He'll hand off for Pierce. Back and forth they go. Albright, he'll tack, throws it back. Now driving, Bueller, nowhere to go with it, up and under, no good, rebound by Mulia. Outlet for Whirl, Ryder running a little bit, off the foot of a, they're going to say the Trojans touched it. Maybe somebody hit it there at the very end, hit the foot of a Trojan. Missed opportunity on a fast break there for Girard. Opening second to this one. Albright, in the film I watched, Albright could shoot the 3. They had some shooters from the perimeter. Very similar, you heard Coach maybe say on the interview, to Anderson County, Caney Valley. Good defense there by Troike. Knocked around, he'll get it. Long throw up in front for Collins. He'll have to peel back. Off to right or whirl, and there's some nerves right there. Albright up. He'll lay it up and good. Another squandered opportunity for the Trojans. And Albright strikes first for Kingman. Off right wing for Troike. Moving on the left wing. Man-to-man defense here for Kingman to start things. Up inside for Doherty. Couldn't handle and gathered out of there by Bueller. Baseline, Price, shot up and good. 4-0, Kingman. The early punches here thrown from the Eagles. They just got to settle down a little bit offensively. Whirl with it, high post for Doherty. Swing it back around and reset here with Caleb with 6:05 to go first quarter. Troike, he'll put it on the deck, he walked with it. 3 possessions on offense, 3 turnovers by the Girard Trojans. Not the best way to start this one, but long way to go. Just now 2 minutes into it. Off right side for Flanagan. Here's Bueller. Off to Pierce. Patient here with Price. He'll try to drive on Doherty. Step back, jumper on the way, no good. Rebound, nope, pulled out of there by Kingman. By Flanagan. Perimeter high defense for, or offense rather, for Kingman. Trying to just kind of weave back and forth, and there's a walk on Robert Pierce. There's Price and Pierce. Pierce is 33. And the first turnover of the ball game for the Eagles. No disrespect, this is a little bit different venue than the Caney Valley High School gymnasium they were playing in a week ago. Settle down a little bit on the nerves. Dump off inside. And another turnover. 4 of them. Nearly stolen away by Troike on the help defense, but Trojans need to settle down just a little bit. I mentioned the Cardiac Kids in Kingman won 2 overtime games to get here, semifinals and finals of their sub-state. Sub-state featured the defending 3A state champions, then had Wichita Collegiate as the #1 seed. 3A defending champions was Halstead. They're not in this tournament because they got knocked out in their sub-state, in that sub-state. Here's Pierce, dump off, drive, shot up, good. 6-0 run to start things for Kingman. That was Flanagan. They've had 3 different guys score as well. Trojans need a bucket pretty desperately here with 4:33 to go. Again, still early, but you need one to go through the hole just to kind of feel better. Who's going to do it for the Trojans? Troike with it on the right wing. Whirl going to get closed out by Pierce. How about Dylan Collins? He often does early in ball games. No good. Rebound, though, by Caleb Muya. Caleb going to go through. He'll be fouled. Well, they say it's a shooting attempt, or no, they're saying it's on the floor. He was trying to get to a shooting attempt. Foul was called on Bueller. His first, team foul #1 as well. 4:15 to play in this opening quarter. Trojans down by 6. Throwing in deep for Collins. High post for Muya. He'll face, triple teamed. He'll have to pull it back out. The length of Price is something we have not seen lately. Inside the paint there, he poked one out. Caleb tracks it down somehow. He'll throw it back over. Trojans another crack at it. Troike steps through, spin it with the right hand, good. Evan Troike gets to the rim. Trojans off to Schneid. 3:50 into this one, halfway through the first quarter. Trojans finally get on the board. St. Henderson getting ready to check in the ball game for the Trojans. Drive, Bueller high off the glass, no good. And a foul going to be called on Price. Over the back, good position there by Evan Troike. And the Trojans will get it back here with 3:38 to play in this first quarter. Henderson will come in. He will replace Dylan Collins. Subs in for Kingman, Garrett Solschmidt. Also in is Selt Crable. Ryder Whirl with it on the right wing. Off the Troike right side. They fell off of him, but he went ahead and pulled it. Henderson to the corner for Muya. Caleb needs to take that baseline at some point. Here's Troike. He'll step through. Hanging in the glass, no good. And rebound pulled out of there by the Eagles. Here they come. Lead the charge. Flanagan. Up in front court, off left wing. Flanagan will push over to the right side. He'll attack. Hanging. Shot up good. Flanagan has 2. Or has 4, rather. Lead back to 6. 2:51 to go. Opening quarter. Little token press there. Zone press. Now they've fallen into a zone. Nope, still man-to-man. Henderson. Troike. He'll drive it. Went to go dish it. Saved by them touching it. Up and good. Carter Doherty. I've not really tried to get it down into Doherty too much. And he's got a significant size advantage. Timeout going to be taken by Coach Wescott. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It cannot be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and print, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You. Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
8-4 Trojans down by 4. 2:30 to go here in this first quarter. Class 3A state tournament from Hutchinson. Girard Trojans, Kingman Eagles. Kingman with it, moving from right to left this time. As they come out with it, Flanagan out high against Ryder Whirl. Those two putting on a little bit of a show out high. And now here's Bueller to the baseline. Stopped. Good D there. Trojans, Carter showing his size. Looking to attack here is Saltzman. It's stolen away by Caleb Muya. Here's Caleb. He'll go up. There's your first dunk. How about it, partner?
That's what I'm looking for.
Going the other way, though. Set, fire 3 by Crable. Up, no good. Carter with it. Outside to Muya. Caleb. He'll push the issue again. Steps through. Contact. Shot up good. They call a charge.
Wow.
The only argument I'd have there is he's pretty deep. You see that arc down in there. Now, it's not part of the equation in high school, I don't believe, but it should be, as he was pretty far underneath there. But a first foul called on Caleb Muya. Team foul number 1 on the Trojans. Minute 52 here to go in this first quarter. Trojans have trimmed it back to within 2. Off left side for Pierce. Off right corner for Bueller. Back around they go through Crable. Pierce, off left corner now for Saltzschmidt. Nearly stolen away. Ryder Whirl. They let him get away with that. Now back on the left wing, held by Albright. Trojans have tightened down a little bit defensively here. And a walk on Bueller. Trojans had 5 turnovers at that last time out. They had 4 in their first 5 trips down the floor. That is chalked up 100% of the fact that they woke up this morning, had breakfast at the cafeteria at Girard High School, and then walked into this venue. There's a little bit of difference.
Nice 3-hour bus ride and walked into this. Wow.
First team that kind of settles down first has a little bit of an early advantage. Zane Anderson got to feed him down inside, trying to get it in there to Carter. It's knocked down. He loses it. Now gathered up by Price. Boy, a couple of tough ones trying to get it in there for Carter Doherty. And brought up the floor by Albright. Dump inside, stolen away nearly. Muya now, he will grab it. And he'll go the other direction with it. Caleb lost it out of bounds, but it's knocked out of bounds off of Robert Pierce. I will say the defense of the Eagles is pretty good. They've shown some tenacity here defensively. 40.2 seconds to go here in this opening quarter of play. Trojans have stopped the bleeding a little bit. 6-0 run to start things for Kingman. Troike with it out high. There's Doherty facing against Price. He needs help. Handoff for Evan. Step back, 25 seconds. Trojans probably work for the final shot. Trying to tie this ball game up. Muya going baseline. They're going to call another charge on him. It's his second. Feeling sick to my stomach. He's having an eerily similar setup to a couple years ago when we were out here. Drew David found himself in foul trouble in a big ball game. That was in the semifinals. Trojans now with Caleb on the bench with 2 fouls here in the final 15 seconds. 2 charging fouls to boot. Outside for Pierce. On the right wing, Flanagan. Dump off inside, lost it, and out of bounds. Trojans will get it back with 3.6 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Worrell trying to check in. They're by the book on the check-ins a little bit. That was a bit of emphasis. They've been consistent all year, everywhere we've gone. They make those kids come over, stand right in front of the scores table. Trying to get one off here with 3 seconds. Ryder off to Dylan Collins. Boy, that's not what you want to do. And that's the end of the first quarter. Well, I'd say you chalk up a win in the early rounds here by Kingman. Trojans battle back late in the round, but right now down by 2 as we head to the second. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent in Girard is Leah Smith. Leah is excited to bring more than 10 years industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri back to her hometown. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options, whether it's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. Give Leah Smith a call today at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Producers Co-op of Girard has been serving the needs of farmers and ranchers in southeast Kansas for decades. With a wide range of products and services, you'll be sure to find what you're looking for. Contact the Agronomy Center for seed recommendations, seed treatments, crop scouting, grid and soil sampling, custom and variable rate application, and more. Raise the bar and make this year the most profitable yet. To learn more, visit them online at girardcoop.com or call the Agronomy Center at 620-724-8372. Producers Co-op, working for you.
Trojans trail by 2. Could be worse. I can tell you that after that first quarter. A little bit sloppy. Caleb Muya will stay on the bench with 2 fouls. He picked up both on the offensive end of the floor. Here in the early going of this one. Out high for Pierce. He'll give way off to Flanagan. He's got it on the right wing. High post for Price. They haven't really pounded into him much. Flanagan wide open look at a 3 on the way. Good. Tegan Flanagan has 7 of their 11 points. And it's 11-8. Eagles. 11-6 rather. Eagles. Dump off inside Doherty. Got to have more of this. Carter. Soft hands go up. Shot no good though. Got pushed really hard off the block. Didn't get the benefit of that one. Flanagan back on the right side. On the right corner for Pierce. Holds. Price. Baseline, jumper, a little off the mark. Rebound pulled out of there by Troike. Trojans need to run. It's one of their fortes. Good transition defense there. Scoop off Doherty. He cleared his own way. He just trucked right through somebody. Big Carter Doherty. Lucky to get away with it probably. Back to a 3-point ball game, 6:49 to go first half. How quick can the Trojans shake off that first quarter? Kingman started on a 6-0 run. Dump off, Price, jumper on the way. No good, missed another one. Rebound by Gabe Muya, getting his first minutes of this state tournament. He came off the bench just a moment ago. Troike with it on the right wing. Dump back off inside Doherty, catch, glass, no good, but he is fouled. Trojans are trying to take advantage of a little bit of size down inside the paint.
I think that's exactly what we need to do. Carter's got the big body down there, lob it into him and let him turn and shoot.
Carter with a chance to pull the Trojans to within 1. And he knocks down the first one. Caleb's going to come back in again. 2 fouls. Both on charges. Both on buckets, I think, that counted too. Or would have counted. Went down. 11-10 hasn't been this close since it was 0-0. 6:21 to play in the first half. Right side for Flanagan. Here's Pierce. Trojans in a 1-3-1, another walk. This one's on Flanagan. We talked about this on the way back, on the way down here, that among all the things, including the fastest internet we've ever had, is really good officiating is typically the case here at the state tournament. So far, I'd say that's held up. Don't like the calls, but they're right. Here's Caleb. He'll be fouled this time. And another one he knocks down after trying to shake him. It'll be the 4th team foul. And I think it's on Flanagan.
His first personal, team's 4th.
Nope, they called on Albright, his first, team 4.
Ball awarded to the Trojans on the baseline.
Trojans to inbound. I had written down Soldschmidt. It's Waldschmidt. Apologies. Off left side for Collins. 5:44 to go first half. Trojans trying to take the lead. Choike kick. Muya. Whirl. Look at it. Doesn't take it. He'll kick. Back around they go. Here's Whirl calling for it. Pull the trigger, brother. And they go back outside. Wrong possession. Muya elevates free throw line. Catches the heel. Rolls off. Gonna lead it is Bueller. He'll run. Pierce. And a nice flop by Troike's not called. Coach gonna lose his mind. Mostly because they've been called. That was a flop. The one before, the last one that Muya got, but Evan needs to take a few acting classes, perhaps. Right side for Muya. Now here's Collins. Look at it. He'll go baseline. He'll go past him. Dillon forces one up. He is fouled. And Dillon will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Foul is on the Eagles, Owen Pierce. His first personal, team's 5th. At the line for the Trojans, shooting 2, Dillon Collins.
So Collins will go to the free throw line. Dillon on the season started out really good. Has cooled off a little bit. 59% from the free throw line. Had some big ones, though, in that sub-state tournament. And he'll miss the first one. Trying to tie this ball game up again for the first time since it was 0-0. Here's a second. That one's good. He does. Ties the ball game. 4:51 to go when he does it. Off right side for Bueller. Working against Whirl. Trojans in a 2-3. Outside, nice closeout. Albright, he'll elevate now. Goes up by Troike. Albright gets it to go. 15-11. 4:28. Trojans with it. Left side for Collins, now Doherty. Ooh. Evan just about went in whenever he was going to throw it out. Outside for Caleb. Here's Troike. They're doubling Carter now. Here's in the paint. Muya. Caleb will go up. Working against Price, and a lot of contact, no foul. Under 4 to play first half. Trojans defensively tighten it down a little bit. Albright throws it out. Looking to attack is Pierce. Here's Bueller. It's attacking offense. Why is Price not taking that shot? No good. Knocked around. This attacking offense by Kingman, you wonder if they can keep that kind of style up the whole entire ballgame. Trojans a little bit more deliberate in the half court. They do a lot of running. Do the Eagles. Trojans got to keep the pressure on. So far, they've shown to have a pretty short bench. Muya, catching, elevate, free throw line, on the way, no good, another one. A little bit cold from deep. They're not letting him get to the rim. I'd say that would be a pretty good game plan if I was playing against him. Albright, off right side for Waldschmidt. Here's a 3 by Pierce, up and rattles in. Well, since it's tied, it's been a 5-0 run. They call a 3. Trojans back down by 5. They trail by as many as 6. Troike spinning, good. Ooh, God, it looked like it was going down. but he is fouled, and Evan will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
I think Evan's just a little bit quicker on the step right there. I think we need to take advantage of that all night. If we can get them in foul trouble, like you said, the rest of the players don't even have their warm-ups off, so I wonder how deep their bench is.
So far, they've came in with 2. Number 1, Kribel, and number 20, Waldschmidt. Caleb going to check out of the ball game briefly here with 2:49 to go. Troike does make the free throw. Comes the second one from Evan. Good. (16-13) 3-point ball game. 2:44 to go first half. Off right side. Here's Flanagan. He's got a 3. He has 7 points already. Outside for Pierce. Back to Flanagan on the right wing. Henderson picks him up. Back around they go. Bueller. He'll try to drive on Collins. Step through. Nearly stolen away. Price comes out of there with it. Somehow, open look on the way. Off the mark, maybe partially blocked. Collins is open down the floor. They don't see him. Troike's going to run now. He'll go from left to right. Evan. Tries to shake and bake. He'll go back outside for Collins. Swiftly around to the corner for Ryder. 2:07 to play. Trojans need a little run here to end this first half. A little get right. Final 2. Dump off inside Carter. Kick back out for Collins. Open look at it. Ryder. Good closeout by Albright, however. And they'll go to play another down here. 1:45 to play. Kingman crowd feels like they're winning this one. And they are, technically. Here's Henderson in the paint. He'll back, kick to Collins. And Trojans have ran a bunch, minute off this clock since they got it here on this possession. Ryder going to drive. He'll step through. Little continuation. Going to call a foul against the Trojans. Against Carter. Make a moving screen. Trojans have 3 fouls, all on the offensive end of the floor.
I honestly think Kingman's a pretty good acting team because that guy dove to the ground with just a barely little shove. Now, looks like it. Official sees part of it. I don't blame the official for calling it, but
I think probably something Coach was explaining just a moment ago. Off left corner here, a minute to play now. Dump off inside Price, working on Doherty. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Craig for the Kingman Eagles. Timeout, we'll take it. We're back at 30. You're watching Trojan basketball on your home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports.
Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new Ceric Dental System, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com.
Find us fast in names and numbers.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Trojans down by 3. Kingman with the basketball. 1 minute to play exactly here in this first half. GN Bank halftime show coming your way in just a little bit. Pierce trying to get it inbounds. He'll throw it in deep for Flanagan. That timeout may have been to hold. To try to hold for the final shot of this first half. Outside for Pierce. Over around for Bueller. 40 seconds to play. That is indeed what the plan is here. They know they've got the momentum. All they can do here is lose that momentum with a big play or a flurry down the stretch and a minute to play. So they're going to hold here in what is, I think, probably the lowest scoring game we've had so far in the first half in this first round of this tournament. Off left side, here's Pierce. Trojans poked out of there by Henderson. Back over Price. He'll look, kick. Looking to drive Albright. He'll scoop it up with the right hand, and he gets it to go. 5 seconds to play. Trojans need to get a bucket off. Here's Ryder Whirl. Troy can get a fire, a long one, all the way down the floor, and that got the front iron of the rim. That was a really well-executed final 1 minute by Kingman. Trojans find themselves down by 5 at the half. What does veteran coach Rod Wescott have up his sleeve for the second half? We will talk about that and more as we kick off the GN Bank halftime show. GN Bank, formerly Girard National Bank, new name, but still providing customers with the highest financial services in a friendly and personal way. Personal, business, or agricultural needs. Turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. We'll talk about it next on the GN Bank halftime show on Girard Sports Live.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Dance performance, a quartet of dancers out there. They let kids, I think, come from various high schools do performances, whether it is associated with the school or not. So that's what's going on here. We are in the midst of the GN Bank halftime show. Girard Trojans struggling a little bit in the early going of this one. Take a look at it on Canard Eye Care. Eye on the game. Thanks to the support from their community, Canard Eye Care has nearly doubled their space and extended their hours and locations of both Pittsburgh and Girard. Canard Eye Care is the clear choice. Make your appointment by calling 620-235-1737. Kingman started out this game on a 6-0 run. I guess if you think of it that way, it's pretty even since that point. But that 6-0 run got them started a little bit. Trojans did not score their first bucket until the 3:50 mark of the first quarter, made it 6-2, trailed 8-2, trailed 8-6 after 1 quarter of play. Got it tied with 4:51 to go here in the first half at 11, but Kingman outscores them 7-2 down the stretch and lead it right now here at the break, 18-13. Trojans down by 5, trailed by as many as 6. Had it tied one time in that first half, and we'll see how the second half goes for them. Halftime stats are brought to you by Murphy Lawn Care. Spring is right around the corner, so call Jess Murphy for total lawn care, including crabgrass and broadleaf control. Murphy Lawn Care, 620-724-0132. And for the Trojans. Leading them right now at halftime is Carter Doherty. If you're Kingman right now and Caleb Amelia has 2 points after he was averaging 30 a game, you feel like you're in a pretty good spot, especially considering that he has 2 fouls along with that. But 6 points from Carter Doherty, 2 of 3 shooting for him, 2 from the free throw line as well. He's got 1 foul. 4 points from Evan Troike on 1 of 2 from the field and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Also right now leads the Trojans in rebounds with 3, along with Caleb with 3 rebounds. And then 2 points from Caleb Muya, as I mentioned, and 1 point from Dylan Collins from the free throw line on a 1 of 2 free throw shooting. Leading the way for the Kingman Eagles, Tegan Flanagan with 7 points, including perfect 100% from the field, 3 of 3 from the field, including 1 of 1 from three-point range. 6 points from Tanner Albright, 3 points from Robert Pierce, and 2 points from Peyton Price for the Kingman Eagles. Kingman shooting 47% from the field, Trojans 36% rather. And right now, Trojans are out rebounding them 9-6. No, that's turnovers. They're leading that one too. Out rebounding them 9-7 in rebounds, but just 1 offensive board for the Trojans in that first half. We'll step away, take another quick break. We'll come back and talk more about this second half when we return on the GM Bank Halftime Show on your home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kenora Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kenora Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
G&W Foods is the one-stop shop for everything you need to feed the family. With a great selection of quality, fresh, and delicious foods, you're sure to find something to satisfy every appetite. With friendly and knowledgeable staff, the folks at G&W Foods can help you find what you need so you can get in, get out, and on your way with your day. Plus, don't forget G&W Foods for the great daily lunch specials. Open 7 days a week. Check out their weekly Facebook-only specials. The G&W Foods family super wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck.
When I wake up in the morning, love, the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
Entertainment still here inside Hutchinson Sports Arena. BJ Harris along with you, alongside me, Dale Shireman here at halftime of this with the Girard Trojans, who trail at 18-13. Trojans did not play their best basketball, certainly that first half, and only down by 5, Dale. You probably feel okay. You wonder, though, if maybe Kingman doesn't feel like they played their best, or if they did give you their best shot and they're only up by 5, maybe they lack a little confidence come out in the second half. We'll see.
Yeah, we have to come out like we're a prize fighter. You know, we're thinking we took Kingman's best and we're only down 5. We took their best shot and we played one of our worst halves of the season. So let's come out, play some good ball. The nerves should be, the jitters should be gone. Caleb Muya's got 2 fouls. I think Carter Doherty's only got 1. And What we have one more on Troy.
That was it. They only had 3 team fouls at the end of the first half. So hopefully foul trouble does not become an issue. Get Caleb out of that first half, but only 2 points for Caleb Muya. Got to have him have a big ball game here in this second half. Earlier today, a few games of note. The Pittsburgh Purple Dragons did fall in their bid to advance in the state tournament. They fell to Andover Central 78-61. Colgan advanced yesterday. They will take on Hutchinson Trinity at 4:45 tomorrow. 48-41 winners over McLeod yesterday. In this one, 3 games are in the books already in this 3A boys tournament, as Thomas More Prep, the number 8 seed, knocks off the number 1 seeded Mar Hill, who's 22-0, 73-51 just a moment ago before this game started. Beloit won earlier tonight. They advanced 60-36, and Perry Lecompton won by 1 over Larned. Perry Lecompton 21-2. And so awaiting the winner of this game to see who sets that semifinals coming up tomorrow. If the Trojans did advance, they would play again at 8:15 tomorrow evening. And obviously you get to watch that game here on Girard Sports Live. I know there were some questions about whether we'd be able to get those semifinals and finals games. Able to work out a deal with Open Spaces Sports. In fact, if the Trojans do win, if you're watching Open Spaces Sports, you're going to hear our broadcast, see our broadcast tomorrow. So happy that Rich and Cody Epps from Open Spaces Sport is going to work with us and allow us to carry these games if the Trojans do advance, or win, I should say, the Trojans do advance here. See how they go in the second half. We'll step away, take another quick break. We'll come back. Second half, come your way next. You're home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports Live.
It may be cold outside, but you can stay warm and cozy inside with help from D-Row Commodity. Replace your flooring today with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. We have a great selection of furniture, including mattresses and sofa sets. And if you need a recliner, this is the place to be. Now is a great time to shop at D-Row Commodity Flooring and Furniture, with stores in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
The best place for your pregame or postgame meal is Bender on 7. The Bender has quickly become Girard's favorite restaurant with incredible specials like the famous Taco Tuesdays, 3 tacos for $1. Wednesdays, try the adult grilled cheese. Thursdays is chili dog day. And of course, Friday, game day, is steak tips after 5. Grab a friend, grab a drink, and grab a seat at the Bender on 7, where they're streaming Girard Sports Live right now. Bender on 7. Order now. 620-724-4860.
Trojan men warming up. Get ready for the second half of this one. Trojans win. They would advance to tomorrow's semifinal games at 8:15. They split them. It's a girls, boys, girls, boys. So the first boys game will be at 4:45, then a girls semifinal game at 6:15. 6:30, and then the boys at 8:15. Still got a half a play to go, obviously, and still a ways to go as the Trojans trail by 13. I was going to try to go back and look and see. That's got to be one of the lowest point totals for the Trojans in the first half all season long. And just a tough outing in the early goings of this one. Again, the Trojans had 4 turnovers in their first 5 possessions. And able to settle down a little bit, make it a 2-point game after 1 quarter of play. See what they have drawn up again. I heard as they introduced the coach, first year, I don't know if it's first year coaching, but first year at Kingman for Coach Craig. Certainly a younger coach, and that's one of the things I think that's a factor here at the state tournament is experience in the coaching staff. And it becomes even bigger, not necessarily in the first game, although when things get tight, perhaps it is, but it becomes a factor in preparation for tomorrow. So if you are fortunate enough to advance to the semifinals, how do you handle that 24-hour period with your boys from a health and wellness standpoint, from a preparation standpoint, from a field standpoint, and all that becomes very big in the next 24 hours if they're able to get the win. But you have to take care of business here in this first one if you want a chance to move on to the second one. Getting ready to get things going here in this second half. 18-13 your score. Trojans trail by 5. I think the first 3 or 4 minutes of this one will be very telling. The Trojans indeed did knock off the nerves or went into the locker room and got even tighter.
Time will tell, Beach. We'll find out real quick as soon as that ball's thrown in.
Super thankful for all the support we've gotten here all season long and in this bid to come out and bring the state tournament to you from Hutchinson. I know a Thursday night's late game is not ideal for travel plans. We got to go to work tomorrow, so we're thankful we're able to do it. Humbled by all the support we've received here this last week and all season long from our supporters and fans as well. So hopefully we can deliver a good broadcast here in the second half of this one, and that would a win would go a long way to that, certainly. Trojans will have the basketball to start this second half, moving from right to left this time as you watch. Dylan Collins going to bring it across the timeline. We're underway. Second half, first round game, Class 3A, state tournament from Hutchinson. Girard Trojans, Kingman Eagles. Dump off inside Doherty, catch, off the glass, good. Trojans have a little bit of an advantage in the paint with Carter Doherty. They've denied him the basketball, but when he's gotten it, Trojans come out in that press. This is what got him back in the ball game against Caney. Little 3-quarter zone pressure. And maybe coach coming out throwing it a little early. Albright, kick, Flanagan, he'll drive, he'll dish. Loose ball, nope, gathered up, shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, that's Albright. He'll go up and under. This time he won't get the roll again, but rebound Price. He'll kick it out and they'll get another crack at it. Bueller will attack. He'll dish it. Far corner, 3 on the way. It is no good. Trojans need a defensive board, for goodness sakes. Still haven't gotten one loose ball. It'll be a jump ball. It'll be in favor of the Eagles. That was 4 defensive rebounds. Trojans did not get 4 offensive boards for the Eagles. Both teams only had 1 offensive rebound in that first half. And Trojans can't shut them down on their first possession of the second half. Bueller around to Flanagan. Trojans have tightened it down a little bit defensively in the half court even more. Defense allowed them to kind of stay in this one when the offense wasn't really there. Flanagan, Bueller, Albright. Back around. You know, with this 5-point lead, the Eagles are going to be fairly content to run in the half court. These state games, sub-state games, and state games even shorter. Pierce, Albright, 3, good. Very, very patient for the Eagles to get a good look. Just ran the doors off the Trojans. I'll tell you what this looks like, and it'll make you sick. Very similar to the Colgan Panthers when we played them about 2 weeks ago. Just so patient passing the ball, and then an open look they get after running your wheels off defensively. It's the largest lead of the ball game now matching the largest lead as they started out on a 6-0 run. Trojans, right of whirl. He'll pull the trigger on 1-3, off the mark, and out of bounds, or out of there, rather gathered up by Albright. Here he goes. Kick, Flanagan. He'll drive. Dish, another look at it. Pierce, 3, good. Probably going to see a timeout, I would suspect here. Coach doesn't call it. A 9-point game. Not the best way to start the second half. Kick, Collins, big 3, need to make it. Good. Remember that shot. Get the Trojans are able to climb back into this one. 5:34 to go here, third quarter. Albright, Price, Flanagan, drive, block, boy, Doherty. Here comes Muya. Caleb up the heart of the defense, behind the back, spinning, steps through, shot up no good, but he is fouled. And if that kid goes down and gets a third charge,
yeah,
that would have been catastrophic.
Roof's going to lift off this place, too.
That's the third foul on Bueller. And Caleb going to go to the free throw line his first time tonight. And he rattles in the first one. Muya with just 2 points in that first half. Now with 3 and a chance to pull the Trojans back to within 4. And he does. 24-20. Trojans back in that three-quarter press. And it's a timeout going to be taken by Coach Craig. It's a 30 because they want to try to figure out what to do with this press. 30 timeout, we'll take it. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
24-20, Trojans trail by 4. Trailed by as many as 9 now here in this ball game. 5:15 to go here in the third quarter. Trojans still with that pressure. Flanagan with it. He'll put on the deck, kick. They'll get it across the timeline to Albright. Trojans try to trap on him. Push off for Pierce. He'll drive, slash, walked with it, got away with it. Flanagan for 3. On the way, no good. Rebound, Choiky. He'll throw it out. Ryder World's going to track it down. Ryder to Muya. Caleb with 2 hands. 24-22. Trojans 7-0 run. Price up and good. Price with just his third field goal of the ball game. Troiky off to Carter. Carter catching. Shot up, no good. A lot of contact. They're letting him play in the paint. Bringing it across is Pierce. He'll slide by. Kick, baseline, pull up, jumper on the way. Good. By Waldschmidt. His first bucket. And just like that, they're back in front by 6. Trojans got it to within 2. See if we can score in the half court. 4:07 to go. Troiky. They shade him, make him go left. She's pretty effective going that way as well, just doesn't attack. There's Collins with it on the left wing, back to Evan. Top of the key for Troiky. 3:51 to go, third quarter. Don't blink, you'll miss it. Collins, Troiky. Skip pass far side for Whirl. Here's Collins. Trojans keep it around the perimeter. They're front and back on Carter Doherty. Here's Muya. He'll go. He'll pull up. Scoop up and under. No good, but he is fouled. Caleb will go back to the free throw line to shoot 2. They are focused so much on Carter Doherty. That was wide open. Caleb couldn't believe himself.
Right.
He stuttered. He stopped for a second. Couldn't believe he was that far open. He's never been that open.
Yeah, I think one dribble and he's dunking that right there.
At the free throw line. First one's up and good. Gabe Muya going to check back into the ball game for the second time tonight. He'll replace Dylan Collins. Collins with a big 3 a moment ago. Second one's up and good for Caleb. 28-24. Trojans still in that pressure. The lack of foul trouble helps him out. Up, Caleb Muya, another one. Good. All 6 of his points have come that way. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Craig as this thing's gotten back to within 2. He's chewing on the official on the far side, but the Trojans have got the hometown crowd back in it. 28-26, Trojans down by 2. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports.
It may be cold outside, but you can stay warm and cozy inside with help from Girard Commodity. Replace your flooring today with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. We have a great selection of furniture, including mattresses and sofa sets. And if you need a recliner, this is the place to be. Now is a great time to shop at Girard Commodity Flooring and Furniture, with stores in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Our Trojans have not led this entire ball game. They tied it at 11, 4:51 to go in the first half. They were within 2 a moment ago. It blew back open to 6, and now it's back to 2 again, 28-26. This press has caused a little bit of problem. Flanagan in the backcourt. They'll get it across to Pierce. Nearly doesn't go across, probably in about 7 seconds. Throw it back to Pierce. Titan defense here by the Trojans. Ryder Worrell just covering some ground, another steal. Caleb up in front for Worrell. Ryder to tie it. Layup, good! 28 all. Trojans have tied this ball game back up. There's another near steal. Choiky probably got away with one there. They'll step around, kick, Pierce for 3. It's on the way, no good. Rebound Doherty with the clear. Trojans back in front. Gabe Muya on the right wing. Gabe is fouled. No, he walked. Got to kick that ball to the wing. Ryder was there. Tie ball game here, 2:32. Third quarter. Trojans with the momentum. Oh, Uncle Mo is a pretty substantial character. Here's Gabe Muya with the steal. Chance to give him a lead. He is fouled. Gabe jumps that pass. And how about the sophomore? And Gabe will go to the free throw line to shoot. 6 of 7 on the season in his very few attempts. First one's up. Front iron, no good. Chance to give the Trojans the first lead of the day. Here's the second one. Up. Better. Girard Trojans lead at 29-28. 2:26 to play in this third quarter for the first time tonight in this 3A state quarterfinal. And the pressure has been a little bit too much perhaps for Kingman. Here in this third quarter, the Trojans came out and have stuck with it, this three-quarter court press. They'll break it across for Bueller, who's playing with 3 fouls. He'll step across, back over. Here's a 3, leaner, Albright, no good. Knocked around, and rebound pulled out of there by Evan Troike. Nope, gathered up by Albright. Loose ball, out of bounds, back to the Trojans. I think that went off Gabe Muya's foot.
I think so too, but I wasn't going to mention it.
That was pretty close. Coach Craig was looking the other way, I think. He's having a heck of a conversation with the official over there. Extended conversation that slowed this thing down. 2:07 to play. Trojans up by 1. Chance to extend their lead for the first time tonight. Have not been phenomenal in the half court. Troike, Worrell, that's a setup play. Ryder for 3, no good. Rebound, Gabe Muya, and it's going to be a jump ball, Trojan ball. Ryder walked with it on his three-point setup as well, I think, but they wanted the travel violation on Gabe Muya. Big minutes from Gabe. Trojan basketball still with 1:50 to play here in this third. Troike throw it in for Ryder on the left side. Here's Evan on the left corner. Outside from Muya, 1:45 to go here, third quarter. Troike on the left wing. Here's Gabe Muya, left corner. Outside for Caleb. Evan Troike, right wing. Deep 3, nope, going to throw it up inside for Muya. It's a dangerous play there from those two, low percentage. And back to the Eagles they go. Baseline. Price, good. He's got 6 in the third, 8 for the ball game. And Kingman leads it. Back up 30-29. 1:09 to play. Ryder on the left wing. Here's Carter from the free throw line. Good! Carter Doherty in double figures with 10. Trojans back in front. 31-30. Game on here in Hutchinson. Price from way outside rolls it in. That dude hasn't shot very much in the first half. He has in the second half. Back and forth we go now here in the waning moments of this third quarter. Trojans might work for the final shot, perhaps, as the coach brings in subs. Looks to bring in Collins and Henderson. 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. 24 seconds in this third quarter. 20. Okay, Evan Troike holding out high around midcourt. 14 seconds. 10 seconds. Gabe Mouille on the right wing. Dump off inside Caleb. Caleb up. Good. And the foul. With 4.9 seconds on the clock. The first and one of the ball game. Caleb's probably had some arguments for some others. He got the raw end on a charge a few times. But this time he gets the bucket and the foul. That's team foul number 5 on the Eagles. Trojans with none. They ran that half-court press, that three-quarter court press without a foul. 4.9 seconds to go. Mouille with 10 third-quarter points after having 2 at halftime. 11 on 5 of 5 shooting from the free throw line. Trojans' largest lead is 2 points in this ball game. 4.9 to play. Trojans, if you're here, you don't foul. Certainly on a long shot. Inbound for Albright. Kingman can't get to the fourth quarter fast enough for them. Albright will get a pretty good look at one, and he'll leave it short. Girard Trojans battle back after they trailed by 9. Midway through the third quarter, they trailed at 24-15 early in the third quarter, battled their way back. They lead by 2 after 3. We're back in 1. You're watching Trojan basketball on your home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports Line.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Here
we go. Fourth quarter here in Hutchinson. Kingman Eagles with it coming out of that third quarter break. Trojans take there on a take by Logan Bueller. Pretty good time for him to get his first bucket of the ball game. Ties this ball game back up at 34. 34 all, 7:38 to go here in this final quarter. Trojans will hold it here in half court. Trojans have taken back the momentum with some pressure defensively. And then a couple of runouts, a couple of flushes by Caleb Mouille, including a and one on a layup late in that third quarter. They gave the Trojans their largest lead of the ball game at 2. They trailed by as many as 9. Troike with on the left wing, trying to pound it inside. Evans spinning. He'll stay with it. Shot up no good. And a rebound pulled out of there by Price. Up in front, Bueller. He'll step through. Up, no good. Followed by Pierce, no good. Here comes Troike going the other way. Evan with it. On the right wing, he'll go through. They're going to call it another charge. You have to have your feet set to draw a charge. That guy was running stride for stride with Evan. His first team first here in the second half. Foul trouble not an issue for the Trojans now. 3 fouls for Price and 3 for Bueller for Kingman. Price with it on the left corner. Here's Flanagan. Beeler looking to try it, drive. He gets stopped, popped up, stolen away by Caleb Muya. Those long arms able to come out and steal that one. Caleb will drive, spinning in the paint, elevates, bucket on the way, good in the foul. He wants to get to the basket, and they're stopping him, and he knows he can't go in because they're calling the charge so prevalently.
Right.
He just elevates, he gets close enough and able to lean in there and get it. That foul's on 21, it's his fourth. On Peyton Price, his fourth. And if Peyton Price fouls out of this ballgame, they are out of big men down inside. 37-34, Trojans up by 3. They called a delayed game on Caleb, I think, perhaps, or the ball. I don't know what that was. They called it. What's a delayed game? I don't know if the ball went out of bounds or if it took him too long on the free throw shots or what. They'll get it across for Albright. Pierce, wide open look at a three. It's a little off the mark. Rebound, to be determined. Price comes out of there with it. He'll back in on Troike. He'll lay it up. It's no good. The lid's on it a little bit for Kingman. Can the Trojans take advantage? Muya in transition. He'll go into the paint again. He'll elevate. Leaner on the way. No good. And rebound pulled out of there by Pierce. He'll lead the charge for the Eagles. 6:03 to go in this ball game. Beeler with it, working against that feisty Ryder Whirl. Back outside for Beeler. Lost it. Whirl. Ryder fighting for it. Out of bounds. Oh, they're going to give it back to Kingman.
Great defense by Ryder Whirl.
Those hands, man. 5:50 to play here in the ball game. 37-34 Trojans, up by 3. Their largest lead of the night. And again, don't forget this Kingman team has been in some back-to-back overtime wins in Sub-State to get here. Albright working against Ryder. Pierce with it on the right wing, trying to wrap around down inside for Beeler. Throw it right to Evan Troike. Evan, they are stopping momentum. You can't do that. Here's Caleb backing. He picks up his dribble. He'll kick back outside. Collins thought about it, didn't. 5:30 to go. Trojans need to be patient. Get a high percentage shot like that one. Carter Doherty from the free throw elbow, no good. Rebound, Ryder Whirl, he'll clear it. Trojans, that might be their second offensive rebound of the night. Collins, Whirl, 3 on the way. Good! Ryder Whirl knocks down his first triple of the night. Trojans lead it by 6, their largest lead of the ball game. Kingman with it offensively. Albright fouled by Ryder on the floor. Kind of reached around behind him. It was light contact, but they call the foul. And Ryder will pick up his first team foul, number 2, on the Trojans. 16 fouls for Kingman, just 2 for the Trojans, off for their teams. Into the ball game is Crable. Beeler. Drive it on Carter. Carter blocked. They're going to call foul on him. Makes a body contact, perhaps, by Carter Doherty, just his second. They called it on the floor, or they called it I think that shot went down. Did that shot go in? Must not have. They didn't put it up on the board.
He blocked it to the ground.
Okay, that's right. What happened? Where am I? And Beeler. Partner?
Yep.
Their first free throws of the night.
Everything's been an offensive foul.
That is craziness. Trojans only with 16 fouls combined tonight. Beeler missed the second one. Cleared by Muya. Trojans up by 5. 40-35. 4:41 to play here in the ball game. Trojans in front. Some stuff starts to get a little wacky. Trojans now in the position to be patient for the first time tonight. Ryder, another 3 on the way. It's good again! Holy mackerel, how about the junior Ryder Whirl coming up big in the fourth quarter of this one? 43-35, Trojans up by 8. Driving, Albright, stopped, no good. Rebound, Carter Doherty. 4:03 to play in this ball game. We are midway through on that last one. Our shot of the game brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If something ends up hitting you like he just hit that 3, take it to Bob Bradshaw. Bradshaw Collision Repair, offering paintless dent repair and glass replacement more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. 620-724-7300. A huge one by Ryder Worrell. 3:40 to play here in this ball game, and Coach Wescott wants a timeout. It's a 30. We'll take it. Try to catch our breath for the final 3:38. We're back in it. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Line.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
(43-35) Trojans up by 8, their largest lead of the ball game. 3:38 to play here in this fourth quarter. We were talking on the way out here. State tournament. Big guys stepping up. Who's going to do it? Everybody's got a guy or two, but who else is going to step up? I remember Salina, Bicentennial Center, Corey Woods dropping in a 3 at the buzzer against Andover. Those kind of shots ring through history. These two back-to-back threes by Ryder Worrell, or nearly back-to-back threes here in this fourth quarter by Ryder Worrell, are some huge ones for Girard. Ryder holds it out high. Needs some help getting rid of it. He will to Collins. Dillon nearly losing it. He'll scoop off for Troike. And Caleb will hold back, say, hold on, boys. Caleb with a huge third quarter. 11 points in the third. We got 14, 15, 16 points in the game. Caleb, scoop with the right hand, can't get it. Carter Doherty with a rebound. Carter will turn it around. He'll get it to roll in. And the Trojans have doubled them up, got their double figures now. 45-35. There's a three by Beeler on the way, no good. Rebound, Troike, helped out by Carter Doherty, and a foul going to be called. That's going to send Evan to the free throw line to shoot 1-and-1.
Foul is on the Eagles, Owen Pierce.
It's 1-and-1.
Second personnel teams, 7.
And so they will go down, and Evan Troike will shoot 1-and-1, a chance to add to this lead here with 2:49 to play in it. You see the shooting kind of dwindle off a little bit for Kingman. They're still shooting above 40% for the ball game. Well, I said that updated, 39.5. But I mentioned the short bench. They've rotated 2 guys in. Now, the Trojans haven't gone any deeper. But the legs, do you have them? As literally as I thought that, I looked at the bench. And that's what the Trojans have done. This has been a 7-man game. Troike with the first one, he makes it. Second one's on the way, catches the front iron, no good. And it's an 11-point game, Trojans up. Trojans have stayed in that pressure. Off to the corner, Flanagan walked with it. Back to the Trojans with 2:40 to play here in the ball game. 46-35, Trojans up by 11. That's the largest lead of the ball game for either team. Trojans trailed by as many as 9 in the third quarter. Man to pressure up the floor all the way for Kingman now. Evan Troike bringing it across the timeline. Nearly lost it, he did. Good defense there by Albright, stole it away. Pierce, shot up by Albright, good. They're going to keep the pressure on now. That's a rare turnover by a sure-handed Evan Troike. Muya, scoop, no good. Boy, you got to be more patient now if you're the Trojans. Ryder Worrell with the steal. Right back, though, it goes to Pierce. Pierce with it. Trojans need to tighten down defensively here in the half court. Have not had to play a whole lot of half-court defense in the second half. Albright for 3 on the way. No good. Rebound pulled out of there by Evan Troike, and he's fouled. And it's going to be against Flanagan. You can see why this team was able to come back in games and win in overtime.
They're scrappy. I'll give them that.
Unconscious, too, when they come back and just fire up threes. That time, that thing went completely around the rim, spun 360 degrees around that thing, and popped out. Evan Troike with 7 rebounds in this ball game to lead the Trojans. Peyton Price has 8 for Kingman. Again, Price has been out of the ball game for a little bit because he had those 4 fouls. He's in now. Minute 55 to play in the ball game. Trojans up by 10 as Evan knocks in the first one. 47-37. 1:55 to play in the ball game. Troike, both of them, huge. Trojans need to hit their free throws. 48, back to the largest lead of the ball game of 11. Trojans still in that three-quarter court pressure. They'll get it across. Open look, wide open look for Pierce. He can shoot that thing, man. Shot no good. Rebound, though, pulled out of there by Bueller. He'll go up. It is no good again. Carter Doherty trying to get the board. He does. The big fella comes down with it. Out to Ryder Whirl. Ryder running with it. He'll catch it. Shot up. And Price, that's it. That's 4-5 for him. And Ryder's going to shoot on it as well. He'll go to the free throw line. And suddenly things are really out this match down low.
Yes, it is. Feed it to Carter Doherty, and there's no rush.
Nope.
Take all your time you can. Suck the last minute 34 out of this game.
48-37, 1:34 to play in the ball game. Class 3A state tournament quarterfinals. Girard Trojans, Kingman Eagles. And they're pulling off the warm-ups off of Michael Milford, the 5'11 junior, has not played the ball game. He will enter now. Price is a junior. He just found out of this ball game with 8 points and 8 rebounds. Ryder Whirl, first one, catch the front iron, good. Ryder Whirl, 2 threes in this fourth quarter to help kind of push it open. Trojans' largest lead now is 12. Call that 13. Made them both. He's got 8 fourth quarter points, does Ryder Whirl. He was quiet in the sub-state tournament. And Ryder's come up big here. Albright leaves one short. Trojans rebound. Throw it out again for Whirl. Ryder to Carter Doherty, the big fella running the floor. Layup, right hand, good! A duck out of water, but boy, it's effective. 52-37, 1:11 to play. Trojans in front. They're running away with it now. On the left corner, open look, Milford for 3 on the way, good. Why not that dude come off and pull the trigger? His first shot of the game is a 3-point bucket with 1:01 to play here in this one. Trojans up by 12, though, with 1:01 to play in the ball game. It's a timeout. It's a full. We'll take it 30. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Trojan basketball on your home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports Live.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
(52-40), Trojans in front. 1:01 to play here in the ball game. Again, the Girard Trojans trailed this ball game 24-15, down by 9 early in the third quarter. Tied it at 28 with 2:32 to go in the third. And then it was back and forth, back and forth. Trojans led by 2 after 3. And they have poured it on them a little bit here in this fourth quarter. But there's still a minute one to play. Stranger things can happen. There was a minute to play in that game with Larnard and Perry LeCompton, and it was a 1-point game at the end. And to get it into Caleb. That helps on an inbound play when you can just throw it up to him and have him go get it.
Yeah, when a guy can jump 14 feet up in the air, yeah.
And so he will go to the free throw line. Caleb been really good there. And you got to hit your free throws here with the final minute. 1 minute to play in the ball game. Trojans lead at 52-40. Know you at the free throw line to shoot too, as that's the 10th team foul. Caleb misses his first free throw of the night. I didn't even say that he'd hit 6 in a row. Trying not to jinx him. That's exactly what happened. I thought it. Has it gotten that powerful, the jinx? Yeah, you just have to think it. He makes the second one. 53-40. They're going to have to make quick work of it. Driving, shot up, no good. Rebound, almost double figures, I would say, for Evan Troike. And they finally will foul. I don't know if they foul Whirl or Troike on that one. Evan with 9 rebounds, 7 points in this ball game. Also 5 assists. That's a pretty good stat line for Evan Troike. He averages right at 7 points a game. That's what he's got, but his rebounding And Ryder going to go to the free throw line again to shoot. This time 2 again. Up. Rimmed out. No good. 2 out of 3 on the night from the free throw line. Again, his 2 threes in this fourth quarter. Huge. 48.4 seconds to play. And Coach Craig is pulling off some starters.
Pack a bag, BJ. Empty out Girard and bring them because we're playing Friday and Saturday.
Oh, boy. Ryder whirl. Good. Rattled in. 3 out of 4. Trojans up by 14. Here's a 3 on the way. No good. They have not shot very good. That should be a foul right through the back. Don't want to get anybody hurt now as the subs have come on. And if you're coach, maybe recognize that they pull those out and empty your own bench. 40 seconds to play. Evan got up a little gingerly.
At the line for the Trojans is shooting 2, Evan Schwicke.
And makes his way to the free throw line, does Evan. Schwicke 3 for 4 on the night from the charity stripe. Up, good. Can you believe this? Trojans again. It's been a 3 third quarters, man. Trojans have been able to have let things slip away in third quarters and fourth quarters. They have come back. Second one up by Evan, no good. It'll stay here at 15. 55-40. Here's a 3 on the way, no good. Missed it badly. Rebound pulled out of there by Kingman. They'll get another crack at it. Step back, 3 on the way by LaRue. Nope, he didn't pull it. They're stolen away by Ryder Whirl, and they finally foul Ryder. Ryder on the night on steals. They don't have that stat up there, but it's a lot.
Here goes Coach bringing in the, trying not to get anybody else hurt.
Yep.
At the line for the Trojans is shooting 2, Ryder Whirl.
Rigby Bourne, Logan Thomas, Caden Lolleman, and Gabe Muya. How about Gabe Muya, though? Big minutes for him, not a lot, but when he came in, he was a factor for the Trojans.
I think he got a couple steals and went to the free throw line. Yeah,
Yep.
Great job by the sophomore.
Ryder Whirl at the free throw line, knocks down the first one. Here comes the second one, up and good. It's going to look a lot more lopsided than it was, but the Trojans' defense, the story here in this one, they let them the defense let them stay in this one when the offense was just not there, anemic in the first half of this ball game. They had 13 points at halftime. The Trojans did. And I believe we will win chant coming from the Trojan student section.
Rowdy crowd today, aren't they?
Small but mighty.
Let's let some mom and dads that maybe stayed home to work tomorrow take a look. The kiddos down here.
On their best behavior, of course. .57-40 Trojans. 12 seconds to play here in this one. Girard Trojans looking to advance in this Class 3A state tournament. There's a long 2 on the way. Rattles out. They have probably missed their last 12 shots. Rigby Bourne going to get one. He'll throw it up the floor. And the Girard Trojans have won this one after trailing by as many as 9 in the third quarter. They win by 17. Another huge fourth quarter by the Girard Trojans as they advance to tomorrow's semifinals. And they will take on Thomas More Prep, the 8 seed, who knocked off the 1 seed earlier tonight. TMP beat Mar Hill 73-51 in a rout in their ball game. And the Trojans eventually rout the Kingman Eagles, but it took them a little while to get the old engine revved up. But boy, when they did, that Trojan defense led to offense. And again, the Trojans had 13 points at halftime. They scored 44 in the second half to win this one, 57-40 over the Kingman Eagles. Trojans advance to the semifinals. We'll talk about it next as we kick off the Leah Smith Agency postgame show. Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, bringing 10 years of industry experience back to her hometown. Call 620-670-4590. Proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Trojans win it tonight. Final score, 57-40. We'll talk about it when we return on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show on Girard Sports Live.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent in Girard is Leah Smith. Leah is excited to bring more than 10 years industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri back to her hometown. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options, whether it's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. Give Leah Smith a call today at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Producers Co-op of Girard has been serving the needs of farmers and ranchers in southeast Kansas for decades. With a wide range of products and services, you'll be sure to find what you're looking for. Contact the Agronomy Center for seed recommendations, seed treatments, crop scouting, grid and soil sampling, custom and variable rate application, and more. Raise the bar and make this year the most profitable yet. To learn more, visit them online at girardcoop.com or call the Agronomy Center at 620-724-8372. Producers Co-op, working for you.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about My Mobile Money and mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Trojan fans awaiting the arrival of their boys once again here, and another victorious night here for the Girard Trojans. They put together a great second half here in this one. Again, how we got to where we are, Trojans started out not very good. That's perhaps an understatement in this ball game, as Kingman would start this game on a 6-0 run. Trojans did stop the momentum a little bit. They didn't score, though. Girard didn't score until 3:50 to go in the first quarter. They do get it within 2 after 1, 8-6. Going to the second quarter, Trojans tie the ball game up at 11, 4:51 to play in the first half. But Kingman scores the 7 out of the next 9 points. Now scoring the Trojans 7-2 and led by 5. That was near their biggest lead. They led by many at 6 twice in the first half, but Trojans trailed by 5 at halftime. Trojans outscore Kingman in the second half. I'm doing math on the fly. You know how that's a bad idea. 44-22 in the second half of this one to win it 57-40. In the second half, they trailed by as many as 9 early in the third quarter, 24-15. But the Trojans started to make some comebacks. They got it to within 2, 24-22, but a couple big shots again by Kingman would make it back to a 6-point game. I thought that was a big part for Kingman at that point to get it back to 6 when it looked like the Trojans were charging. They had went to the 3-quarter court pressure, little zone press, little 1-2-2 press, and I thought that Kingman held serve there a little bit, but the Trojans did not relent. They tied it up at 28-28 with 2:32 to play in the third quarter. Trojans took their first lead of the ball game with 2:26 to go in the third, 29-28. It went back and forth. From that point on, that was the first lead change of the game. There was 2, 3, 4, 5 lead changes total. The Trojans would grab the lead back, 33-32. They led 34-32 at the end of 3 and never trailed again. It was tied at 34. They got the lead and just started to grow it a little bit. And dominated the fourth quarter of this one, outscoring them in the fourth quarter 23-6. Another huge fourth quarter. Remember, the Trojans stormed back against Caney after being down by 10 going into the fourth quarter to outscore them 25-4. This time they outscore them 23-6 in the final quarter and win it here tonight, 57-40. Final stats brought to you by our friends at the Bender. Hopefully there's a good party going on there right now. Bender on 7. Everyone's headed there for a great post-game celebration. Grab your friends and head to the Bender for a late night snack and some fun. Bender on 7. Girard's favorite hangout. Dine in or carry out. Call 620-724-4860. Again, we get the fortunate opportunity. Open Spaces Sports has the rights to carry the semifinals and finals, but they are gracious enough to allow us to carry those games. We will have the feed. It'll be our broadcast going out on Open Spaces Sports on behalf of them. It'll also be on GirardSportsLive.com, at YouTube.com/GirardSportsLive, and on Facebook. We'll have this game covered tomorrow night, and Dale and I are very grateful that we get a chance to call that one as the Trojans live to play another day as they come back and win this one. Final score, 57-40. We'll take another break, wait for the arrival of Coach Wescott. He's making his way up there. When we return to the Leah Smith Agency postgame show on Girard Sports Live.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in Southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
Another look at the Trojan fans as they rejoice in this one. Get a chance to play tomorrow and Saturday. Again, if you don't know the state tournament, first round is one and done, but if you win, you get a guarantee of 2 games. So Trojans will play in the semifinals again tomorrow against Thomas More Prep. This is the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show here on Girard Sports Live. Joining us now, the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Wescott. And Coach, that was a tale of 2 halves, certainly for you guys, as you struggled in that first half. We talked about it off air. We talked a little bit about on air, and just the state tournament, this venue, and the nerves kind of got to you a little bit in the first half.
Yeah, you could really tell. I think you mentioned it there. We were talking before we got on air. 4 turnovers in the first 5 possessions for us.
So, not ideal.
No,
you didn't draw it up that way.
That's not quite the way we had it planned to get things started tonight. But
I'm glad we can laugh about it.
Yeah, I'm glad that we're up here and we're all smiles right now. But, good second half. I thought the kids really come to battle. I felt pretty good going into halftime. I really did. Down 5 after not playing very well at all. And, so I was feeling pretty good about things, really. Didn't think we'd end up winning by whatever it was, but we made free throws down the stretch, and they're battling, trying to get back in. And you got to give those kids some credit. They played defensively, good man-to-man defense in that first half, and it took us a while to get adjusted to it because they did a really good job of their second help.
Yeah.
We're used to seeing that first help, but they really did a nice job in the second help and pretty active with their hands too. So thought our guys adjusted pretty well. We got some transition going. That's always helps us as well. So, when you can get Caleb out in transition and throw it up the rim, let him go get it. Good things are going to happen. So that's great coaching right there, isn't it?
yeah, very good coaching.
I'm really happy for our kids right now. They deserve it. They've been working their tails off, and they didn't want to come out here and just stay one night. They want to spend the weekend. So happy for them, and we got Kingman coming out here, and the fans. They got a good group of kids over there, so you're going to give them guys some credit as well. And I know they're pretty senior oriented as well, so it's always tough. We've been there and we know what it's like, but I'm definitely happy for our kids right now.
Yeah, you come out in the second half and you go to that three-quarter court press there, and that thing that bailed you out in the fourth quarter against Caney Valley as well. You guys run it really well, and teams just struggled with it.
Yeah, I thought kids really had some hop in their step, and we were going to save it a little bit, come back out, and I thought, we need something to spark us. Let's just start in it. And so we did. We got out, and we got some tips and some loose balls, and things bounced our way a little bit, and good things happen when you get out and play hard.
Coach, what a win for you guys. You'll re-rack it. And, again, I talked about it in the broadcast a little bit, but that preparation for that first game, you can't look too far down the road, certainly, but the next 24 hours is sometimes will separate those teams that can make it to the finals.
For sure. And, Thomas More Prep, you look at their record, it's not great, but gosh darn,
throw that out the window.
Look at their schedule,
yeah,
and you'll see why the record's not real good, because they have played a tough schedule.
Back east, too. I mean, they came all the way to the east side of state, played St. Thomas Aquinas. They played some other big games. So.
They are battle-tested, and they will be a handful again tomorrow night. So we'll have to come to play. Obviously, when you're out here, anybody can beat anybody.
Yep.
It's a matter of coming out and doing your stuff and trying to do the little things right, and hopefully we can do that tomorrow night.
All right, Coach, congratulations. Great win. Coming back in the second half of this one. Appreciate your time as always, and good luck tomorrow night.
All right, thanks, BJ.
Head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Wescott, joining us here on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance. We'll step away, take one final timeout. We'll come back and wrap things up here for tonight, because we're coming back tomorrow as the Girard Trojans are playing the semifinals against Thomas More Prep on Girard Sports Live. Back in 2 minutes on the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show on Girard Sports Live.
Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard, or go online to peonydental.com.
Find us fast in names and numbers.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It cannot be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and print, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You. Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Back out here one final time on the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance post-game show. The Girard Trojans. You got the leaf blowers in the background, the sultry sounds of leaf blowers. Here as we wrap things up again, Trojans finally win. They win the final 57-40 here over the Kingman Eagles. They'll play tomorrow, 8:15 against Thomas More Prep Merriam. Thomas More Prep winning over Mar Hill, the number 1 seed. TMP, the 8th seed, winning 73-51 earlier tonight in the 6:30 game. And so it'll be full semifinal games tomorrow. If the Trojans were to win, they would move on into the championship game, which would be played at 6:30, I believe. I'm trying to find those times. On Saturday, if the Trojans would not advance, they would play in what would be a consolation game at 2 p.m. on Saturday. But they will be playing on Saturday, Friday, and Saturday. You're going to be able to watch all those games right here on Girard Sports Live. The Trojans, again, will take on the 14-11, number 8-seeded TMP, Thomas More Prep Marion out of Hays, Kansas, in the semifinals tomorrow. A lot of fun. Partner, we'll do it again tomorrow.
Re-rack it, buddy.
Re-rack it. 8:15, around a 7:45 pregame show here on Girard Sports Live, as well as online on OpenSpacesSports.com as well. Thanks to all those who watched tonight. Thanks to our sponsors as well, allowing us to come out here and cover these games. Thanks to the Trojans for winning one here tonight. Thanks to Coach coming up as well. That's going to do it tonight. We'll be back tomorrow as the Girard Trojans win over the Kingman Eagles 57-40, and you watched it on your home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
This time, no good. Rebound, Muya. Trojans have a 4-on nobody. Caleb Muya, he'll slam it down with authority to get the Trojans tied. 51-51, 4:26 to go here in this ball game. That's a way to put an exclamation point on a 10-0 run to start the fourth quarter for the Trojans.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Crawcan Telephone, your community technology partner. Also by Ag Choice of Hepler, American Family Insurance Jenny Collins Agency, Bender on 7, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Bumper to Bumper, Call Service, Chicken Annie's Girard, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Farm Bureau Financial Services, G&W Foods, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, Jagged Edge, Canar Eye Care, Kim Kravitz Photo, Larid Ceramics, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drugstore, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Paoni Dental, the Producers Co-op Agronomy Center, Farmers Insurance, Leah Smith Agency, GN Bank, The Market 120, and the Producers Co-op Farm Store.
That's a shot of a guy whose legs are almost gone, but have a few seconds left in him. Trey White from way downtown. Carter Doherty the rebound. Caleb Muya holding, and the Girard Trojans are going to win this one, and they're going to go back, this time, to the 3A state tournament in Hutchinson.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.